we have been listening to Dr. Nirmal in various international conferences, and what we find that he has done innovative work. It's really nice to have him today as the speaker. So I would request Dr. Nirmal to please go ahead with his presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, respected chairperson. And thank you, ma'am, for that introduction. आप मुझे सिर्फ चेला बोल देती तो ठीक था मैम. I welcome you all to this audiovisual session, and what this time around our team we had decided that in the conferences, when you present text and literatures and studies, it becomes very monotonous. So we are trying to give you different flavor by presenting audiovisually. And I'm sure you will enjoy it. I would like to make it a very interactive session, and I'll talk briefly about the background and some historical aspect of the university. According to a survey done by World Health Organization, patients with mental and behavioral problems suffer more due to discrimination and stigma than the illness per se. If we go back to the history of any illness, when first recognized, it goes through a phase of stigmas and discrimination akin to any mental and behavioral disorders. We can take examples of recent COVID-19 or age-old leprosy, typhoid, cholera, malaria, etc., etc. We have heard the news of people being sunned during recent pandemics worldwide as well as in our country. There was a very disturbing case in Chittagong itself, where one of the doctors was really, I think I would say, traumatized because of this stigma. When doctors in Nepal contracted COVID-19, their houses were cordoned by the neighbors to the point of a social boycott. Health workers working day and night during the pandemic were denied rooms where they were living by the tenants. And I've quoted some of the studies in the bottom. I think that was a cry for help. The study was about attacks against healthcare professionals must stop, especially as the world fights COVID-19. It was in Lancet. Another Lancet article says, I am afraid to be a nurse. That was in the context of serving COVID-19 patients during the pandemic. So, if we think about what happens to mental disorders, except for mental and behavioral disorders, other illnesses like I quoted earlier, over time gets acceptance in the society. Discrimination and stigma, though is a global phenomenon, it is even more in countries like Nepal. What is more concerning is not only in general public, stigma is present even among the medicals, even among the fraternity. That is most painful part. I find opportunity in that. So in this awareness video, we have tried to raise the point that with proper treatment, patients with depression or any mental and behavioral disorders can recover and lead a normal life in the community. And the maker of this musical dedicated to all the beautiful minds who are stigmatized and discriminated by the so-called sane minds. I think we can go for the video now.
us, I think maybe difficulty with the language. The concept, the presentation, the story, and your vocal, it was amazing. And I believe like along with our regular clinical work and growing enthusiasm in research, these sort of things are very important, and we should reach into our community to reduce stigma and discrimination and raise awareness in our society. As you have mentioned, like in our part of the world, these things matter more than the other part of the world, and it is very much necessary that we leave our OPD rooms and try to communicate with the community utilizing various sorts of media and audio mediums. So thank you, Dr. Nirmal. Then the floor is open for any questions, suggestions, and comments.
This has been a very good audiovisual presentation highlighting how a patient who's depressed and suicidal gets completely recovered. And this will go a long way in removing the idea that many people think that psychiatric patients can never be cured. So I think it is very innovative work done by Dr. Nirmal. I think if there are any comments we can ask the speakers. Any other comments?
सबै स्पीचलेस हुनुभयो क्या? Now, how does it look to the PhD holders?
I know my friend Nirmal. You cannot do this. I know you.
Sometimes you can leave some of the species without coloring and it becomes white. Here I highlighted this when the COVID I used one photo to make
छोरी जबरन छोरा छोरी छुपा छुपी खेलने लगी ओ केटीको यही गानाहरुले भनेको सायपछि केटीको मुश्किल दिन मुश्किल यार मुश्किल यार पटियारी जैसी नर्तकी नारी जैसी पटखनी यारी जैसी छुपा छुपी खेलने लगी लखनऊ चालों वाली मस्त ख्यालों वाली चंचल चालों वाली छुपा छुपी खेलने लगी
मानसिक स्वास्थ्य दिवसको दिनमा मैले एउटा कविता लेखेँ।
बाँचिदिन्छ त आफ्नो अधिकार